Hi everyone, welcome back to another live stream. This is the 10th in the series, and I'm just going to get started again by showing my screen and what this project is all about. So it is a full stack JavaScript application. This is the repo, so it's at my GitHub account, Gwen F, and then it's called Curriculum App. So I've been updating the README probably every few days with new information. But yeah, there's different information about the routes and the API, and then this is what the app will look like. And I have most of this mocked up already, most of this in the app already, except for the authentication, and there are a few features that I still need to hook up here. Yeah, so let's get started. Let's see, so that's the front end, and I'm going to actually open these in the same VS Code window so it's easier to see. So I'll just open the front and the back end together. Let me close this one. Close all these windows from last time. Alright, so I have the front and the back end, and let me go ahead and run both the front and the back. So cd into the back end, npm start. That will run Nodemon and the Express server on port 5000. And then the front end, I'm going to do npm run serve. And then this is my Vue server. Hey Z, how are you? I don't know why this is coming up. Alright, so as this is building, the first thing I'm going to do is, in the form, I have it where you can add new resources and projects, but you can't delete one once you add one. So I'm just going to hook up the CRUD operations. And actually I wasn't thinking about this, but I don't even think I have icons in the app yet. So I'm going to have to get an icon set and add the CRUD operations. So let me go to there. Okay. I'm doing well. I had a really late start this morning, so I actually got up like an hour or so ago, made some hot chocolate, and played solitaire, and now I'm live streaming. All right. Okay, so front end in source, I need to find the form. So the create curriculum form. Now, where the resources So where the resources are, okay, so this is where you click enter to add a new resource, and then they display in a list here. So I'm going to need to add an X icon there. And let me go to that. So here, yeah, so it adds in the list, and then there's no way to remove them from the list. So let me think. I guess I can just use Vue font awesome. I'm sure Vue has a font awesome. And every icon library should have an X in it. Let's see. Yeah, I am in the Midwest. Not too close to Minnesota. I think that might be at least a 12-hour drive to Minneapolis. I'm in Indianapolis, so more on the east. I'm like the furthest west to still be in the Eastern time zone. Man, all I want is icons, and they want me to install 3 different packages. I just want something simple. Let me see if I can find Vue simple icons. Simple line icon, sweet. I haven't done a lot of ML stuff recently. Well, I have been using pandas and stuff for a couple data projects, but I would call it more data science than ML now. It was a lot of work because I was trying to read research papers and just keep up with everything going on in ML, and I think, you know, also doing web development and everything else, it was too much for me to keep up with it all, but I really like working with data. So yeah, I do have some more tutorials on Jupyter. I did 2 earlier, or actually it's last year now. So I did 2 Jupyter tutorials, and I'm planning on doing more on that, and a couple more on data. That might be fun to live stream too, actually. So simple line icons. And then I can just register it as a Vue component. And then it seems pretty straightforward. Does it have a list of icons? Oh yeah, find the icon name. Well, I guess that doesn't work. Simple line icons. Alright, maybe that's not the best one. Maybe simple is too specific. I'm just going to do Vue icons. And then again, maybe I just want to use font awesome. I just wanted a simple icon, and that's it. Oh yeah, that's true. Vuetify might have it. And it's right here at the top. Let's see. Oh, cool. I didn't even think about that. Vue's material, so it's using material icons, which makes sense if I'm already using that. Thanks. Okay, so usage. So I could just wrap it in there. Alright, and what do I call this? It's like a delete or an X. No, that's a rubbish barrel. I just want an X. Remove, maybe? What about a minus sign? Maybe a minus sign would be good, right? Playlist remove. No, this one. This is what I want. Alright, close dash circle. So I'm going to copy this icon here. Oh, you said clear? Oh, close. All right. So I need to put it, I shouldn't really put it inside the P, but in this case I'll need another wrapper, I think. Because I'll need to do some kind of flex space between to put these on opposite ends, maybe, unless the width is too great. Oh, so let me change this to clear. Let's see. Nope. Oh, I see, because I'm looping in here in the P tag, so I might have to change the P tag. But let me put it inside. Let's see. Okay. Clear. Oh, close. I messed up. Alright. Close. It's not registering the icon. I wonder if I didn't set up Vuetify to use icons. Let me see. Oh, I need the MDI prefix. I guess because it might have other icon libraries you can use. Sweet. So I'll just leave the X here for right now and then hook it up. Actually, to make this look nice, I might need a wrapper around this whole thing. Kind of like, let's see if I can find a Vue to-do list. Yeah, kind of a box like this maybe. And that way, when I check it off, I can cross it out and do some other styling things with it. And then the X here, oh sweet. So the X should come up on hover, I guess, like this one, yeah. All right, so with the icon, I'm gonna need to do an @click. @click event, and this will have a delete item, because I'll need to do this for projects and for resources, so I could have one for each, but I think it's better to just pass in the type again, like I did in the last function, and then so pass in resource and then the index, which would be M. Yeah. And then I can splice it out of the array. Of course, I also need, I think I need the index because this is a nested array. So it's also nested inside of sections. So resources is an array, but it's nested inside of the sections array. So I think I'm going to need to pass the index of the section and then the index of the where it is in the resources. And maybe there's a better way to do this that where we can update it later on. Add item. Where did I just have the, here, oh here it is, delete item. So I'm going to have to pass in K, I guess, which should be the index of the section. Index of the section and then index of the resource. So let me make this delete item method. of course, the type, and then the, let's see, section index, and then item index. So I'm going to say this dot sections. So actually, oh, and this is another thing I updated since the last live stream. I'm kind of getting off here, but I was mapping through the sections here, and at first I was updating the parameter, and that was bad form, so I just changed it to copy the section into updated section, and then I modified the updated section. Anyway, so I think that's what I'm going to do here. So I'll do const for updated section equal no, because I'm finding the section first. So let me find the section that I want. Or I guess I'll wait on this updated section and then I can clean it up later. So first I'll do this dot sections, and then section index. So that finds the right section that I want, and then type, and then item index. Okay, and that's going to find the right item. I feel weird chaining this many things. And then I splice it. No. I don't need the item index. I need the item index inside of the splice because I'm trying to remove that item index, not look it up. So if I do item index here, and then I want to remove one item from the array. So this should remove the item in the resources array. But the problem is I don't want to, or I don't think I want to do splice directly on this dot sections. I feel like I want to, actually I am going to be mutating state anyways, because otherwise I would be copying this to another object and then setting this dot sections equal to the new whatever. So I could copy the section I want and then set this dot sections equal to it again, or I could just try directly splicing it, which might work. Okay, let me try that. And it should only work for resources right now. So, nope. Dot type is undefined. So, let me first, before I debug this, let me make sure I'm passing everything in. So it's saying this is undefined. Oh, because I would have to do this. And that should fix it. Let me refresh that. Okay. Now, yep, and it works. Sweet. All right. So I'm going to do the same thing for projects, except I'm going to pass it projects, and then I'm using the same iterator variable. I guess the scope doesn't overlap, so it's okay. And then of course it's inside the same section, so K will be the same. So now delete should work on projects as well. And let me test that. And sweet, it works. So now let me style this so it comes out looking more like, oh, I closed it, but looking more like the to-do application. Yes, thank you, that's a good idea. Vue.js should have a list. I wonder. So I wonder if I should do these kind of separated lists. Or, yeah, I feel like, because eventually I'm going to want to have the name and the link here. So it's going to be an object instead of an array of strings. And in that case, I'm going to want to have these separated blocks. So let me look at the code for this. List item. So I think they're doing custom. Oh, V divider. Oh, okay. So this is the divider that they're putting at the bottom. So all I want right now is just one piece of text and that. So I wonder if I could take a simpler example and then just add that divider at the bottom. Like this. Let me just try using this one. So yeah, I'll take the whole card because I want these inside a card. And then I'll just do a VIF. So if there's no list elements, then I just won't show any of the card. Now this component is getting really long. I'm going to have to break this up soon. But let me put the card in first, and then I'll decide where I want to break it up. So it's going to be inside of this, but outside of this row. So it's going to be another row. The row, and then the column, and I'll just do calls 12 across the board. And there. Let me see how that looks. Okay. So there is some spacing issues. Okay, so the card is adding. This is one thing about Vuetify. I feel like when when a library does a nice job at styles, you don't need all of these importance, and I think Vuetify has a lot of these. Okay. So anyways, Max Auto. Oh, I think what it is, okay, so it's setting the max width here. So I think, and this one centers it. So I think if I get rid of these, maybe it's gonna fix my problem. Yeah, so that looks much better actually. So let me try to add the where is it? Here. Let me add that divider, the V divider. Where did they add it? Oh, it's inside a template in here. So I guess we're not looping through anything yet. Let me get rid of these because we're just going to have one less item to loop through anyways, or as the base of our loop. And then list item group. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to copy this example because this has the template inside as well as the list item group, which is what I want. So vlist. Where's the toolbar? Oh, this is the toolbar at the top. I don't want that. Okay, so I want this part. So vlist. And then I'll just keep the card that I have. This one. All right. And, oops. So this is not going to run right now because it has some JavaScript in it. So I'm going to see. So let me start at this. I don't want it to be 2 lines, so I'm going to get rid of that. The V model. There's no V model because I don't want it to be selectable. So I guess right now it is selectable. Okay. Yes, I don't want a lot of this logic. So there's no... Oh, I wonder, this makes it selectable as a group. Okay, well I don't want that then. Let me go back to the other list that I had and start easy. I'll just start mapping through this and see how it goes. And let me put this on one line. Okay, so I have a vlist item and then content inside of that item. So I need a v4 here. v4, and what am I going to be mapping through? So v4 resource, so it's basically the same. Oh, I'm going to be replacing this. This is right. So I'm going to do this. And then, oh yeah, I'll take the key too. And then in here, I'll basically do the same thing. Oh no, I'll just do this for the title. And then I don't know what other options I have available in here inside the content. I have a title and oh, item action. Okay, so I have this. Let me use the item action because I'm guessing that will put it on the other side here like the star is. So let me do item action and then put the icon inside of that. Oops. All right. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, my microphone hasn't been on this whole time, so it's using computer audio. All right. Sweet. So that should sound a lot better. Sorry about that. I guess it's already been 30 minutes, so. All right, so let me. Okay, so I have the action. Let me see how that turned out. Delete item. This is mapping through the resource. Let me see. Okay. So sweet, it does have that. Yeah, this is way better than the internal. My Mac sound doesn't sound that good, I think. Okay, so I can get rid of this then. I don't need that extra loop. All right, and now these have to flow. I have content, and then I have item content, item title, and item actions. So I wonder, because here they have, so this is the item title, I guess. And then maybe I don't need a title. Maybe I just need text. Well, let me add the divider too. And where did they put this? Actually outside of the vlist item. But since I'm mapping through the vlist item, I'm going to put it inside, I guess, or try to put it inside. No, I'll have to put it inside the content then. Vlist item action. MDI information. I'm not sure what that is. Vlist item action. Oh, V button icon. Oh, that's weird. It doesn't let me copy the comment from here. Let me see. So why are you telling me to do the V button icon? Yeah, let me try that and see. I'm assuming because it looks better. Here. So let me go over. All right, so V. Oh, okay. Let me see. V icon color equals gray. Oh, lighten 1. MDI information. And then V icon. Did I already? Yeah, I already closed the button. So I think I got that. Let me see. Oh, right. Let me get rid of this for a second. items not defined. There we go. Oh, that does look nice. Awesome, thank you. That looks great. All right, I actually didn't even know about that, so test. And now, yeah, I need to float this over to that side. So I'm guessing Vuetify has a built-in Flexbox way of doing that. Unique layout. I can probably just go to grid and it will have all the grid. Okay. Make space between two components. I don't want to do that. I want to float. You can force sibling columns away from each other. I don't think this is what I want either, actually, because I want to be able to push the X to this side and leave the text over here. So justify and justify self. Change the horizontal alignment, vertical alignment. I think I do want justify maybe. Where was it? Here it is, horizontal alignment. No, that's not actually what I want. So I'm just going to search for space between. No, I guess that's not it. I could just do custom Sass instead. Let me look at what classes Vuetify is giving me here. So they have, let's see. They have vlist item content, and then they must have, let me look at justify again. Flex justify. Justify content. The thing is, use vchip close. How is vchip close different? I guess I can look at it. Vchip close, close. Vchip. Oh, I didn't close it. Oh, okay. It gives you a whole chip. I kind of like this X first, but thanks for that. Though, let me see how that looks. No. let's see. So where was I? Oh yeah, the thing is I'm using the grid system, so I'm using container and then row and column. But I guess you can use Flexbox with any of these. Oh, flex, the justify content flex setting. Oh, I see. I have to look in here. So it's looping through start, end, center, between, and space around. And it's giving him the class justify all of those. And then deflex, I guess that's a deflex. I guess it's just display flex. Yeah, it has to be. All right. That's align items. So this is what I want. So if I give it the class deflex, and I guess I want to give the list item that class deflex and then space between. No. Did it even give it the class? Let me see. Or let me refresh first. So if it's giving it the flex class, yeah, so I guess it's these child styles that are interfering with it anyways. So I guess what I need to do is make this stretch through to the end and then give this the space on the right hand side. So make the whole icon into a chip. Okay. Let me see how that looks. Did I... take the V icon. Yeah, I'm not sure this is the right kind of style for this. I mean, obviously it's off the edge right now, but aside from it being off the edge, I'm just going to leave it with the V button. And I really want to use Vuetify. Well, let me try to take the class again. And so if I take the class, I'm just going to try to give this one column. But it seems like the Vuetify's lists see where they're listed. So in UI components. Oh, okay, I get it. You mean like the whole, each item on the list. And then that would give me the X, so I could X out of it. I could do that, and that does make a lot of sense. The thing is that I want to change this into an object, so eventually it's going to, let me pull up list, have multiple lines like this. So I want kind of, I don't know, I don't think a chip would do that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think a chip would look the best like this. Once I have a title and a URL and maybe other information. Okay. So actually, can I edit this here? No, I can't. Here, there's a V spacer. I wonder if this pushes it to opposite ends, like from right to left. Let me try using this. Hey, Andre. Did they put that in between the... Yeah, they put that in between the title and that. So I think I'm just arranging this in the wrong way. Outside of the content. Okay, that might work. Let me try that. Wait, this one. Here. Oops. Oh, that's so easy. Thank you. All right. So now let me clean this up a little bit. So I'll add back in the @click to delete and get rid of that. And then, so I want to add the lines in between there, which is the divider. And so let me try putting the divider after the action here. And then I need to, I need the right syntax for this. So in resource, so if, I guess my index here is m, so if n+1 is less than resources.length, because if it equals resources.length, I don't want a divider. And here, I don't know what I should have for the index, because that's not unique, but I'm already using the resource name here and I have no ID. So I don't know, I'll just leave that for now. So let me see if this divider works. No, it doesn't. Oh, no matching end tag. I got rid of the end tag because I wanted it to be self-closing, because I don't see any reason to add an extra end tag there. All right, so let me refresh this and see if the divider's working. All right. Oh, well, that doesn't look very good. So I want it to be below this, so, but vlist item is my entire loop. Let me see. Oh, what is this? Flex helpers. Yeah, so they're doing it outside of vlist item, putting the divider down there. So I wonder if I should do what they're doing, which is a template. Yeah, because there's no slot. This is just a regular template they're using. So I could do a template and then put the divider outside, and that might work. So let me try that. So let's do a template right above here and steal this whole v4 and replace it. And then I can keep the same key. And then here I'll end the template, but I'll pull the divider outside of the list. So it'll be on the same level as the list. And let's see if that does it. And sweet, that looks awesome. Oh, great, thanks for your help. And it's still working, so I can add and remove. And real quick, let me put the same thing in projects. Actually, first, I think this has extra space here versus this because I am not doing a v-if. So yeah, it's displaying an extra empty card. So let me add that v-if real quick. So here, I need a v-if on this card. So v-if, so I guess section.resources.length. And that didn't work. So I wonder if I need it at the row level. Yeah. Okay, sweet. And let me make sure it works. Yeah, awesome. Okay, let me add it into projects. Yeah, this looks great. I'm happy with this. So let me add it into projects, starting with the v-if. So actually I'll just copy this whole row, I think. Yeah, because I already have this for projects. So let me just copy the whole row right below vCard text. And then this will be projects and projects, project, project. Need to pass in projects. This is the, yeah, it's a different scope. I'm keeping M there. And then the divider will be projects. And I think that's it. And then I can get rid of this. Then no gutters, right? Yeah. Sweet. So now let me see. Yep, it works. Awesome. And let me try just, actually I was gonna do no gutters, but I don't think I want that. I think it looks fine the way it is. There is something I do want though. And this, I want space in between these sections. So maybe I can do a similar thing like the loop I'm doing with the divider. So let's see. Where's my section card? So here's the section card. And V4, V row. I think I'm just gonna style it actually. So V card inside of the curricula list class, and I'll just put some margin top, maybe. Or actually no, because I can put it inside the row. So I changed, let me put it inside the end of the row. No, because no, I can put it inside the card because I can set a margin bottom maybe. Yeah, I'm just going to put this inside SAS. So let me find the component. I don't have a SAS file for this, so I'm going to add one. Create curriculum.sas, and then I want to put a page wrapper around this, so let me put the page wrapper, and then curricula list, and I'll do no, I don't. I'll do a custom class because there's too many cards and things going on there. It's going to affect a lot more things than I want it to affect. So here, I'm going to have a class here. So let's say class equals section card. So I won't nest it more than I have to. So I'll just do section card and margin bottom, I guess. 20 pixels. That didn't work at all. Oh, that was dumb. So I'm not even importing this file yet. Let's see. Create curriculum, and now it's being imported into my SAS files. So yeah, it did give it a little bit of a margin, which is enough. Yeah, I'm not even sure if I want this add section down here, but I'm going to keep it there for now. I wonder if I should put it here and then append the section to the top. Anyways, that works for now, and I have the whole form. And I can't believe it's been an hour already. I do kind of want to clean up this component. Just because I have what? 225 lines isn't so bad, but there's a lot going on in here. So what I should probably do is have like a sections list component, and then, or not even a section card component, and then I could even have an item card component. But maybe I'll do that next time. So they're saving. I can save new curriculum. I can view them all here. I can look at them on an individual page. And then, oh yeah, I can check them off here, but the check marks don't go anywhere. So I need to hook this up so you can actually keep track of where you are in the curriculum. And then I also need an edit button, like a pencil or something. And I'm not sure if the easiest way to do this is to, when they edit this form, if they should be sent back to kind of like an upsert or create edit form, where the create form will populate with all this content and they can edit it and resave it. Or it might be better just to let them edit things in line here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So when you hover over text, maybe a pencil will pop up and you can edit things. All right, so I think I'll do that next time. Make this editable, and then with the form, styling could still use a little bit of help. And I should probably make a SAS loop or condition so that there's no extra margin bottom on the last card here, so the button isn't pushed down so far. And the other things, yeah, probably, actually maybe next Sunday is when I'll finally get around to adding auth to this app. And then there are a couple things I want to do on the back end too. I need to add logging and clean it up a little bit. So I think I'm going to call that a stream for today. Thanks for tuning in. I am going to be streaming, I think 3 or 4 times this week. I'll post the schedule when I get off and look at my calendar. Thanks for all your help, and I'll hopefully see you again this week. If you have any comments or things you think could be done better in the code, feel free to, go to the GitHub repo, fork it, or leave an issue, or leave a comment below in the video. Have a great day.